A year and a half ago, this is what I looked like, and this is what I look like now. And it wasn't as a result of any kind of fitness hack or secret formula made in pill form. Marketing claims made to attract people to a solution that's too good to be true, paired with a picture of a ripped physique to convince you that you've been doing it wrong this entire time. From YouTube ads to commercials, how-to videos, to your sister's new boyfriend, the idea that you can change yourself rapidly by taking a super new shortcut is not a new strategy for marketers, because there will always be people who will buy into these attractive ideas. I mean, why put in the countless hours to sweat as well as diet daily when there are people out there who are doing it in a fraction of the time and looking happy while doing it? Well, that's why I made this video. Fun fact, studies estimate that people go on about 126 diets in their lifetime, and even more shockingly, 70 to 90% of people who go on diets end up regaining the weight that they lost, and some within 3 years. What I want to share with you today isn't some secret formula for how to get those ripped abs or chiseled chest. I want to dig deep on a proven method that has personally taken me from two extremes, going from super skinny to fit at the age of 17 and going from overweight to fit at the age of 23, where I am now. I've especially learned a lot by documenting my journey this past year. If you found yourself struggling to start your fitness routine or simply achieving results, let me give you the tips that allowed me to achieve real results while ignoring most of the BS programs that are out there right now looking to take your money in exchange for another unproven method. I remember in 2019 when I would eat terribly every single day and not exercise at all. It felt like nothing at the end of the day could convince me to start working out or eating healthy. I would even reminisce back to the days when I was super fit as a 17-year-old. Even people close to me saw how unhealthy I was being and they wanted to encourage a healthier lifestyle, but it felt like at the end of the day there was nothing that could snap me out of this cycle. I knew that I needed to make a change for myself, but I was so complacent at that time and so hooked on A&W and DQ that it felt like it wasn't going to be a small push that was going to get me going. It needed to be a big one because I couldn't continue spending hundreds each month on fast food, desserts, and alcohol, while getting acid reflux daily because of my midnight cookie dough fudge blizzard from Dairy Queen. At the end of June 2019, I took the first step when I weighed 201 pounds to lose weight by sitting down, setting a goal, and making a deal with myself. I can't have any bad food until I hit 180 pounds or less, or 2 months has passed, whichever came sooner. I committed to eating healthy every single day by having fruit and vegetable smoothies every single morning, not having any alcohol, no eating out, and not eating before 5 a.m. or after 10 p.m. Plus doing a light workout 3 times a week, and the only exception that I gave myself was eating wings with the boys for UFC 239 on July 6th, 2019. Now this new routine was a complete 180, going from super bad eating to super healthy. I prefer the slow and steady approach now, but at the time I was already highly motivated and I saw my motivation rate increase as I saw more and more weekly results. Thus my burnout rate stayed at a minimum, so I stuck with it. After the first week, I lost 7 pounds. Then week by week, I saw more results, and after 6 weeks, I actually hit my 180-pound goal by losing 21 pounds. Now this is where a lot of people end up reversing their progress and go back to their old ways. Don't ruin all of your hard work over hitting your first goal. Reward yourself for hitting that point, but make sure you have a new goal to take that place, or just a habit to continue on the momentum that you've built up. Now that a year has gone by since I began this change, I have still kept up a very healthy lifestyle, as well gone down to 159 pounds, and here are the biggest keys to my success. Number 1 is setting realistic expectations and accurately documenting your results. If you were going into this with the mindset of how can I find a quick shortcut to burning fat or gaining muscle, then you were already setting yourself up for failure. Just by setting the right expectation that this will be a journey, you are setting yourself up for more success, and when the results appear, they will be that much more fulfilling. That also means setting the proper expectation for how much you can add to your fitness routine based on your current diet and current lifestyle. If you work full time, for example, consider only working out a couple or maybe 3 times a week just to start off, and working your way up like I did in the beginning rather than the opposite, which can be very detrimental. Also, by accurately keeping track of your progress, whether that be your body weight, your weight lifted, or your burnout rate, you can accurately set expectations as well as see how much progress you are making, which can lead to setting better expectations overall, as well as giving you informed motivation because you are now taking out the guesswork of whether or not you are succeeding. The second key tip that I have for you is consistency, consistency, consistency. Doing a little consistently is always going to be more effective than doing a lot inconsistently. Nothing can replace consistent hard work. This is a marathon, not a sprint, so focus on making a goal or a routine and sticking to it. Just like my favorite saying, progression, not perfection, set a smaller goal that you can actually achieve every single day and then build on top of it rather than going crazy right off the bat and then getting burnt out quickly. For me, that was only working out 2 or 3 times in the beginning and focusing more on diet. The third and final key is managing and adapting your routine to your personal motivation level, your burnout rate, and your results. Let me explain. Nothing in the beginning could ever get me motivated to start, but it took finding the right motivation myself to actually start that first step. The first step is always the hardest. It's like that saying where half of the work is just showing up in the first place. But after that first step, if you keep up that momentum and build it into a habit and keep your burnout rate low, you can make amazing things happen. Adapting is very important for if you fall behind, which inevitably everybody does to certain degrees, and it's about not making that one mistake into a bigger mistake or just ruining all the progress that you've made so far. Everyone is different, and you have to find what motivates you to stay accountable, because when things change, you have to know how to adapt to them while keeping the end goal in mind. Also, be completely okay with a maintaining phase if that suits you. When April 2020 hit after 9 months of working out intensely and being 165 pounds of lean muscle, I didn't want to become huge, so I ended up switching my goal to just maintaining what I already had, being fit and simply just being healthy. So I've been maintaining my fitness level while minimizing my burnout rate by having a very simple diet as well as a minimal workout routine so that I can change things up when I want to again. This was a big mistake that I made when I was 17, and it was a big part of why I gave up working out. I never slowed down. I eventually burnt out because I never saw the same big results that I saw in the beginning of my workout routine. Diablo 3 came out for the Xbox and I stopped working out entirely. In other videos, I've spoken about how I document my life every single week, and that has been a huge asset for me to realize what has worked and what hasn't worked with my fitness journey. These are the 10 biggest things that I noticed going from an unhealthy 215 pounds to a healthy 159 pounds. Number 1, my cravings diet. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 representing how badly I craved my bad food about a year ago, I'm at about a 1 or a 2 with how little I desire bad food, but I still enjoy the hell out of it on my cheat days. Number 2, previously dull food has more taste to it, like almonds or toast, and sugary foods seem more sugary. A couple months ago, I ended up having one of my favorite cheat meals from over a year ago, Eggo waffles with syrup, and I couldn't actually finish it because it was too sugary to eat. Number 3, I developed a higher burnout rate to my workouts after working out consecutively for 9 months in April 2020. I no longer felt motivated to increase my lifts or muscle mass. Instead of fighting this feeling, I actually adapted to it and found a lot more success that way rather than making the mistake of fighting it back when I was 17 years old and just burning out. Number 4, doing the same workout every single time actually worked out for me really well, unlike what trainers were saying at my local gym. I've been doing the same workout for 3 months straight now, and I've even reduced it a little bit from going from 3 sets to 2 sets to sometimes 1 set, and I'm still finding results. Number 5, cheat days always seem better than they actually are. At least that's what I've found with my experience. Like, the grass is always greener on the other side. So set your expectations right and don't give in to those impulses to tell you to cheat before your actual cheat day. Enjoy your cheat days instead of feeling bad about eating bad food. If it's once in a while that you're having your cheat day, commit to enjoying it because you're gonna remember that feeling for the next time. Meaning, if you feel bad about eating bad food on your cheat day, you're not gonna value it as much, and it's not gonna be something to look forward to. Number 6 is I developed a much clearer mind after working out and eating really healthy. I remember in the beginning when I was losing weight, I was going through a tough breakup at the time, and working out just gave me an amazing amount of relief as well as like a dopamine hit. But what's really special is in the long term, it has given me a lot better mental clarity. Number 7 is that my energy level and my motivation level for doing tedious and annoying little tasks actually got better over time. Number 8 isn't something that I look back on now as something super important, but it was definitely important in the meantime when I was going on Tinder dates, is that I felt a lot more attractive and just more confident with my body. Number 9 is that I saved a bunch of money by not eating out anymore, not having desserts, and not drinking alcohol. Lastly, number 10 is pretty obvious, but it's the fact that my endurance, stamina, and my strength and other things have increased with my body, and I feel a lot more capable of doing things that I wasn't able to do before. I hope this video gave you a practical idea of how to begin or continue your fitness journey. You'll definitely be setting yourself up for success if you follow the 3 steps that took me from 201 pounds to 159 pounds in less than a year. 1, set realistic expectations and accurately document your results. 2, consistency, consistency, consistency. And number 3, manage and adapt your routine to your personal motivation level, burnout rate, and results. You don't have to pull a complete 180 like I did in the beginning to make progress. You just have to find something that works for you and stick to it. That's the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to look out for a video where I'm gonna follow up to this one sometime soon on this channel. Make sure to like and subscribe if you got value from this content, as well as follow me on LinkedIn or Instagram. The links are in the description down below. Anyways, take care for now and stay practical.
Yeah, your heart is a sun and it shines as it opens.
Where your heart is a sun and it shines as it opens.